Hey guys, welcome back to another pick a card reading where today we will be talking about what assumptions do people make about you. You have Fool or Lovers to choose from. So let's start. Pile 1, pile 2. What assumptions people make about you? So for those of you who chose this Fool. What assumptions do people make about you? What assumption? What assumptions do people make about you? So, pile 1. I just feel like that for a lot of you, people feel like you have it easy in life, especially when it comes to interpersonal dynamics, where you never are the one who is abandoned or who is left behind. So maybe you aren't really somebody who has even fears of abandonment, or at least people assume so, because they kind of feel like you are always the one to be fed up with the connection first, or something along those lines. Even with this Hierophant, somehow, some way, you are ready way before the breakup happens, before the breach of friendship happens, before your employer says that they are on the shortage, or I don't know. There's this element of you being extremely ready and like being extremely prematurely ready. So definitely that energy is strongly present. But then I do have Hermit here, so people kind of assume that you aren't somebody who needs a lot of company of others. Specifically, you may have a very demanding job. For example, readers can have very demanding jobs when they have to channel all those energies, etc., etc., and have downloads. So they really do need their time to come to their senses, to get grounded, to, I don't know, just sit in the dark for half an hour or something like that. So you could also be part of those kinds of professions where you really have to reserve your time in the day to just be you and just do minimal things or nothing even. So this is why people kind of assume that you sometimes welcome the time on your own, because they feel like you're somebody extremely contemplative. Some of you may know a lot about astrology, or there's something about you and astrology. Maybe a family member digs astrology or something along those lines, or people are connecting you to someone who knows astrology, or there's something definitely, because we see that they are stargazing here with a telescope and everything. So, and I'm also getting like stargazing literally and astronomy for some. So there's definitely that vibe. But then we have Moon in reversed. Some of you can be pretty much open books, is what I'm sensing, but like about specific matters. So I'm getting that you are very open about things that aren't per se so close to your heart, or so fundamental to how you think or how you believe or how you behave. So maybe you will be very open about, I don't know, all the facts why your day was lousy. However, you will never say anything about your convictions or belief systems, or etc., etc. There's an element of you being an open book about things that aren't really as relevant, as I said. So there's definitely that vibe here present. We do have Lovers and Six of Pentacles. So for some of you, people assume that you are the type to breadcrumb your love connections, and that somehow you're always in the position to not be a giver in a romantic connection or anything like that for whatever reason, I don't know. But with the Two of Cups, we do have Two of Cups and Lovers, so you either have a special lover or special treasured boo, even if they are not yet yours, or there's a separation between you or something like that. Or at least you have an air, an energy about it pertaining you, so people may feel like you really hold someone deep in your heart, because see how he's holding the rose with some light blushness, I don't know. So you do have that energy feeling, but there's South Node in Cancer. So people feel like there's an element of distance pertaining your emotions. I feel like for a lot of you, you're a quite absent person, and it's almost as if your presence has to be earned in some way. And we even see this in Six of Pentacles. For a lot of you, even your closest and dearest ones want more of your presence, is what I'm sensing. So some of you could be naturally very vacant as personalities, and I mean this can be a Zen quality or something like that. It doesn't have to be per se anything bad, but some people do assume that you are elsewhere kind of energetically. It's almost as if this is your spare life, and somewhere behind you are living your main life where you are fully present, active, activated, I don't know. It's a very interesting pile for a very interesting personality. I always fall for these type of personalities somehow, I don't know. It's like I meet them in every partner that I encounter, to a degree, is what I'm sensing. Then I do have Mercury in first house, so there is the sense of duality. With some of you may be bisexuals, or people could be assuming that you are, or could be wondering about that currently. This is kind of grasping some current energies as well as general, but I'm getting like this reading for some reason is catching up more on the current energies than the average reading on the channel or something like that. But we have Mercury in Leo energy, so assumptions are that you are kind of getting a lot of compliments, a lot of validation. I don't know, there can be something very obviously attractive about you. It can be long dark hair for some, or I don't know, I'm getting someone looking like Emma Watson, or having her facial features, or like something mutual with her as well. Just something about how this girl looks on the pics. Or you may have somebody on your mind who looks like that currently. So, but let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, for some of you, people are assuming that you are great in painting or in sculpting or in writing. There's definitely a creative quality that you are great in. Or for some, I'm also getting that people are assuming that you are utilizing the means of like weird divination, like divination from smoke or automatic writing or something like that, deriving from coffee. Or there's an element of you having connections with people who know such things, etc., etc. Oh, let's see what else do we... I'm also getting, for some of you, assumptions are that you wore braces, or I don't know, people could be thinking that you fixed your teeth somehow. However, for most of you, you even haven't, or like they are your natural, they are just organically good looking or something like that. So there's that vibe, is what I'm sensing for some. Let me just see. I'm getting also people assume that when you get fat or when you get fatter, it looks very beautiful on you for some reason. Like even if you are not weighing a lot or something like that, people assume that you would look cute or beautiful or pear-shaped. I don't know, if you become a bit fatter or a bit chubbier or something like that. That becoming a bit chubbier could only compliment you. It wouldn't take from your figure or something like that. So that can be one of the assumptions. Let me see. I'm also getting people are assuming that you are often dismused to artists because see how he's like basically this person is posing for him, however he's drawing a sheep or something. So it may be that people have written pieces about you, they drew you, they're like artistic works that depict you or that correlate to you in some way. So I'm getting, especially for people, or at least people assume that more than one lover has created some type of artistic piece to relate to you in a way. So there's that. Hey, but if you like this little report, give it a little like so that it reaches more people. I'm also getting for a lot of you, people are assuming that you're currently getting rid of some vice and are working on your health. It can be smoking, it can be excessive drinking, it can be, I don't know, whatever, like ingesting some type of specific substance, or like you may be addicted to specific food like fast food or sweet food, or I'm even getting spicy for some, so you're kind of really trying to get your eating habits under control. So there's definitely a vibe correlated to that. With hermit and lovers, unfortunately for some of you, some people could be assuming that you ghosted a lot of lovers, or that you kind of have tendency of ghosting. I don't know. If you don't like to be represented that way, you will have to slightly work on your reputation or whatever, or that you get people interested and then kind of change your mind. And I'm sorry to say, but I have to kind of say whatever comes here. Of course, there are other great qualities about you. You're somebody who can really make people feel welcome and embraced, especially people who are kind of part of the minorities and unaccepted social groups. There's something about you and the type of people that only their mom could love or something like that. So there's this vibe of you being very altruistically accepting of people, accepting of their flaws, of their vices, of their lower ranks in any type of way. And don't get me wrong, a CEO can be a lower rank than, I don't know, janitor or something like that in some way. We all know that. So I'm really not talking superficial things here when we mention ranks, but still, I just feel like you know kind of when to drop that sense of discrimination within you, and this is why people feel really liberated and invited in your presence in a way, or at least they are assuming, because of some energies that they are getting from you. You do have a very good initial energy, or like beginner's luck with people, as soon as they meet you, as soon as they get to know you, they become your fans, or they become enamored by you or something like that. However, I'm getting that a lot of you are good at the beginnings and not as good at the ends, or you tend to, some of you may have some tendency of sabotaging things when they are reaching their culmination of some sort or something like that. So just beware. I mean, I want this channel to be source for enlightenment and getting more self-conscious and just self-aware in general. So I'm not just here to talk fluffy things, and I feel like people on this channel understand it by now. So we'll always have some pretty things and some cute things, but also some realistic, pretty much down in the mud 3D type of thing. So yeah, but I feel like we will conclude it here for the pile. I hope you guys enjoyed this small report. If you did, see you in the next one as well. Bye bye, thank you for listening. So for those of you who chose these lovers, what are some assumptions people make about you? What are some assumptions people make about you? So I'm getting some of you could be in the positions like you could be mentors, teachers, professors, lecturers of some sort, or I'm getting even counseling professions, and for some like fitness trainer, yoga trainer type of professions or hobbies, etc., etc. But my main point here is people assume and love the fact that you are just so grounded. So it's like even regardless of your title, regardless of your PhD, of your high education, of whatever, I don't know, your students love you because you will sit with them on the grass and tell them your life story or something along those lines. Or if you are in any kind of mentorship or leadership or how do I say, guru type of figure, people around you, your customers, clients, and students even, and in general people that surround you are just so, how do I say, they feel like they are gifted by the fact that you are so down to earth, is what I'm sensing basically, and they feel like they are profiting by you being so down to earth, but like in a good way, not in some type of way where they would exploit your, how do I say, grounded quality or anything like that. But people assume also that you have more options in life than an average person, for some of you, because you come from wealth with the Ten of Pentacles, or like from a very well connected family, or like old traditional family. You may have a very traditional unknown surname or something like that. So people feel like your family has provided a lot of natural and organic resources for you to succeed in this lifetime, or at least they do assume that. So, but I'm not even getting this in a negative way. And as I said in the first pile, this is not the channel for fluffy things, because we will call the things the way they are. We will always say something beautiful, but then also some facts with realistic undertones, etc., etc. And as I said, I just feel like for you, people feel that you got your support from your family, but like in a good way, or from your kin, or from your community around you. Let's say you are the type of a person who loses job, I don't know, you would have another job in the month or so because your dad knows the guy who is the CEO of, I don't know, something, or sometimes your family has done a favor to person who is employing, or etc, etc. But as I said, for you guys, this is kind of not shown in the light of nepotism, but it does have a very refined and pure quality to it. So there's definitely that energy. People feel like you're somebody quite prudent as well. With the Knight of Cups reversed, people kind of feel that you are not somebody who will lead people on, or give them false signals or anything like that. For example, even if some of your romantic affairs didn't work out, at least your partners somehow know that it was real on your side, or you let it be known that it wasn't for nothing or anything like that, even if you guys didn't succeed or make it as a couple or something like that. So there is great air of I don't know, integrity to your romantic partnership. So or at least this is how people perceive you, how your reputation makes you look. This is the type of assumptions they create about you from what they know, etc, etc. But people feel like you're kind of very courageous and that you explored more options compared to your peer or anything like that. And with the Nine of Pentacles reversed and Emperor reversed, let me just see. People feel like you didn't long or strive for wealth in life, however you still got it. It's one of those things, or it doesn't have to be wealth, it can be just comfortable life, or easy income flow, whatever is your sense of stability when it comes to material gains, etc, etc. But as I said, people feel like you didn't strive to become wealthy, however you became, or you didn't strive to get a wealthy partner, but you still got him or her nonetheless. There's definitely an air of that. It's almost like people that don't want children, they get the most talented children ever, and the most beautiful children ever. It's something along those lines. Your detachment game works really well with you guys, is what I'm sensing, or at least this is how people assume when they perceive your life or when they listen to life stories about you. So there's definitely that energy present. Hey, but if you like this little report, give it a little like so that it reaches more people. Let me see. You do have Saturn in 3rd house. People also feel that once you are crossed, you just cut off the contact. You won't argue, you won't fight. You won't even give people time in the day to explain themselves, because once you are over that line or over that boundary, that personal boundary of yours, it means that they were already given more than one chance, or that they already had more than one opportunity to kind of smooth it out, right? So you have this. People assume you are this type of a person whose impulsive decisions, even them, they believe and they kind of trust. They trust even your impulsive decisions in a way. So that's the assumptions about you. We have Scorpio in 12th house. I don't know, for some of you, people feel like you are very, or assume you are very sexual, but will only do that with your utmost soulmate, or because Scorpio does represent that karmic, tantric, twin flame type of energy in the 12th house of sexuality, like highly potent sexuality, but still latent to a point, or latent until the right person comes in or triggers it. So there's definitely that vibe where you are moderating that energy of yours very beautifully. like this energy can give prostitutes, it can give high tantrics or people who are ruling their sexual nature completely and have overcome that animalistic drive. And of course some of you will be slightly on the promiscuous side, which is also okay. It's not like I'm perceiving it as a cardinal sin or anything like that. But most of you in this pile will have that tendency of seeking an element of refinement pertaining your sexual alliances and connections and people that you choose to embrace in that way. So there's definitely that vibe strongly present. You have Rahu in 11th house, so people assume that you are expanding your social circle or that you have expanded your income somehow as well. And also that you are striving to hang out with more diverse type of people. So some of you could actively be striving to be seen with some people who are more on some kind of diverse spectrum or something like that, or you are known as somebody very welcoming socially and very open-minded, and yeah, there's just an air of you being very receptive for all kinds of diversity and difference in your social environment. So we have Aries in 5th house energy. Yeah, so, and King of Wands is here, reverse. So people, for some of you, could be assuming that you are very assertive in starting new sports, starting new physical hobbies. So they are assuming that 1 month you will be doing the gym, then the next month you will be doing soccer with the guys, then the next month some of you are also seasonal with the type of physical things that you do or sporty things that you do. So there's definitely that assumptions for some of you with this Aries 5th house energy as well. But let's see, Leo is here in 1st house, so I do feel like for a lot of you, people assume that you will either marry a celebrity or somebody who could be in politics, or that you are striving to be so, or that you are already connecting to somebody who is in some of those spheres, or because Leo definitely denotes powerful, strong, outstanding talent for something, and 1st house is this energy comes to you. So literally your king or queen of a partner comes to you in order for you guys to ignite something. So there's definitely that vibe of you being connected to somebody, VIP. So I don't know, somehow for many of you guys, people know that you won't date losers, or that there has to be some kind of distinguished quality to your partners or to the type of partners that you pick. So not everybody can date you, not everybody can come to your home, can hang out with your family. There's definitely an air of privilege when it comes to... Yeah, but there's also this juxtaposition and duality. On one side, you could sit with gypsies, and on the other side, you tend to be selective and picky when it really matters. So, or some people can't reconcile these two sides of you or something like that. So, take that into consideration. What else? Yeah, for a lot of you with King of Wands reverse, people could be assuming that you either may want a woman for a partner, or for the others it can be not a very machistic type of a partner. So you would maybe want a Sigma type of guy, or you're not per se seeking for an alpha male, or you could be seeking for like alpha male with integrated feminine quality or something like that, or the other way around for different sexual orientations, etc., etc. People feel like your partner needs to have a softer side to them, or somehow they always embody even powerful feminine energy, and don't care, he can be the strongest guy in the town or girl or something like that, but he or she will still have that feminine essence, that other spectrum where they are extremely feminine in their nature. And I don't know, this is just beautiful for this pile. So yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna conclude it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little report. If you did, see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you for listening.